The red clay of Rome has always rewarded warriors. It has rewarded endurance, cruelty, precision, and nerve. It has broken legends and crowned immortals beneath the marble statues of the Foro Italico. Champions have screamed in triumph there. Others have walked away shattered, their dreams dissolving into Roman dust beneath the sunset. But on one unforgettable night in May 2026, the Italian Open gave the tennis world something even rarer than greatness. It gave the world kindness powerful enough to make a stadium cry. The scoreboard said that Alexandra Eala had defeated Aryna Sabalenka. History said the 20-year-old Filipina had produced the biggest victory of her career. But the reason millions of people around the world watched the footage over and over again had almost nothing to do with the tennis itself. It was what happened afterward. Rome, Italy. May 11, 2026. The semi-final of the Italian Open. 10,000 spectators packed the Central Stadium beneath the fading Roman sky. The marble statues overlooking the court glowed gold in the evening light. The atmosphere was electric long before the players even walked out. Because this wasn't just another semi-final. This felt like a collision between two different eras of women's tennis. On one side stood Aryna Sabalenka, the undisputed queen of power, the world number one. The defending champion, three-time Madrid champion, the woman who had steamrolled through the season with terrifying authority. Her forehand sounded like a gunshot. Her serve could end points before rallies even began. Her confidence had become so overwhelming that many opponents looked defeated before the warm-up was finished. She arrived in Rome expected to lift another trophy. Nobody questioned it. Nobody doubted it. Nobody except Alexandra Eala. On the other side stood a player who wasn't even supposed to survive this far into the draw. 20 years old. Born in the Philippines. A graduate of the Rafa Nadal Academy. Ranked outside the top 30 just weeks earlier after inconsistent results on clay. Critics had questioned whether her game truly belonged on the surface. They said she lacked the weight of shot. They said she relied too much on rhythm. They said power hitters would overwhelm her. But Eala kept surviving. She fought through long matches, rain delays, pressure, expectation. And now she stood face to face with the most dominant player on earth. The crowd knew what the moment meant. Philippine flags covered entire sections of the stadium. Fans drummed on railings. Children painted red, blue, and yellow stripes across their cheeks. The chants started before the coin toss. Laban Alex. Laban Alex. Laban Alex. Sabalenka heard every word. So did Eala. But the difference between them was impossible to ignore. Sabalenka carried the pressure of defending dominance. Eala carried the freedom of someone who had already exceeded every expectation. And from the very first game, that freedom became dangerous. The opening rallies stunned the crowd. Sabalenka unleashed her usual barrage of power, hammering forehands deep into the corners, trying to establish control immediately. But Eala refused to retreat. She absorbed the pace, redirected it, countered with impossible angles. At 2-2 in the opening set came the first moment that changed the energy inside the stadium. A 23-shot rally unfolded like a heavyweight fight. Sabalenka attacked first, stepping inside the baseline with brutal aggression. Eala sprinted corner to corner, sliding across the clay, somehow keeping the rally alive. The crowd gasped after every retrieval. Then suddenly, Eala changed direction and ripped a backhand down the line so clean that Sabalenka froze in place. Winner. Break point. The stadium erupted. Moments later, Eala converted the break. And for the first time all evening, uncertainty crossed Sabalenka's face. The world number one wasn't losing because she was playing badly. She was losing because Alexandra Eala was fearless. That realization changed everything. The first set became increasingly tense. Sabalenka fought back like champions do. She saved set points, roared after winners, pumped her fist toward her box. At 5-4, she even broke back, refusing to let the set disappear quietly. But Eala never blinked. That was what frightened everyone watching. Young players are supposed to tighten under pressure against the best in the world. Their feet stop moving. Their swings shorten. Their confidence cracks. Eala looked calmer with every passing point. At 6-4, she closed the set with an ace down the tee. The noise inside the Foro Italico became deafening. Commentators sounded stunned. Fans stood on chairs waving Philippine flags wildly through the Roman night. And suddenly, the impossible no longer felt impossible. Still, everyone expected Sabalenka to respond. Because champions always respond. The second set began exactly how the tennis world expected. Sabalenka broke immediately. She screamed toward the crowd after the final point of the game, trying to reassert dominance. The old order seemed ready to restore itself. Then Eala broke straight back. No hesitation, no fear, no emotional collapse, just belief. The next 6 games felt almost unbearable to watch. Both women fought like their careers depended on it. Sabalenka's power against Eala's precision. Raw force against fearless timing. The rallies grew longer, the tension heavier. Sabalenka's frustration became visible. Her first serve percentage dropped below 55%. Her errors increased. Meanwhile, Eala looked stronger with every game. The underdog had stopped surviving. Now she was dictating. At 5-4, Eala walked to the baseline to serve for the match. The entire stadium rose to its feet. Nobody sat down. Nobody even breathed normally. The marble statues surrounding the arena looked like silent witnesses to history. Eala bounced the ball slowly. Once. 3 times. 15-0. 30-0. Then Sabalenka fought back, dragging the score to 30-30. The pressure became suffocating. One loose point and everything could change. Eala looked toward the stands, saw her mother crying, saw thousands of Filipino fans clutching flags to their chests. Then she served wide. Sabalenka's return floated short. Eala stepped inside the baseline and unleashed one final forehand into the open court. Winner. Game. Alexandra Eala. The Foro Italico exploded. People screamed so loudly the broadcast microphones distorted. Fans jumped into each other's arms. Some cried openly. Others simply stared in disbelief. Eala collapsed onto the clay, covering her face with both hands as years of sacrifice poured out through tears. And slowly, through the noise and chaos, Aryna Sabalenka walked toward the net. No smashed racket. No bitterness. No drama. Just respect. "You deserved this," she reportedly told Eala quietly. And then came the moment that changed everything. As Sabalenka turned to leave, Eala suddenly stopped her. "Aryna, wait." The crowd immediately quieted. Sabalenka turned back, confused. Eala walked toward her bench, reached inside her tennis bag, and pulled out the semi-final winner's plaque. First, nobody understood what was happening. Then Eala walked toward Sabalenka and held it out to her. "I want you to have this." The stadium gasped. Sabalenka looked stunned. "No, you won." But Eala shook her head softly. "You've been the standard for so long," she said. "You inspire all of us to become better players. This means more to me than a trophy." Sabalenka's composure shattered. The world number one's eyes filled instantly. Because in that moment, this wasn't about losing. It wasn't about rankings or disappointment or titles. It was about one athlete acknowledging another not as an enemy, but as inspiration. "You're special," Sabalenka whispered. Then she hugged Eala again, longer this time. The crowd rose together into a standing ovation unlike anything Rome had witnessed in years. Not for the upset, for the humanity. Phones captured every second. Within hours, the footage spread across social media like wildfire. Millions watched, then tens of millions. People who had never watched tennis reposted the clip with captions about kindness, humility, and grace under pressure. "This is why sports matter. I'm crying and I don't even follow tennis. That girl just changed the energy of women's tennis." Media outlets around the world covered the moment. Philippine newspapers called it the gesture that won Rome. Belarusian outlets praised Eala's humility. Even rival players reacted publicly. Coco Gauff reposted the clip with heart emojis. Naomi Osaka reportedly called it beautiful. IGA Swiatek described it as a reminder of what sports should be. Later that night, Sabalenka posted a photo holding the plaque. "I came to Rome for a title," she wrote. "I leave with something more important: respect." The post exploded online. And somehow, Alex Eala's story still wasn't finished. 2 days later, she returned to the Central Stadium for the biggest final of her life against Coco Gauff. The pressure should have crushed her. Instead, she played the match of her dreams. The first set was tight, tactical, intense. At 4-4, Eala broke serve with a fearless backhand winner that clipped the baseline. The crowd lost its mind. She served out the set 6-4. The second set felt almost surreal. Gauff fought hard, but Eala had entered a different state entirely. Every shot landed deep. Every decision felt fearless. She broke early and never looked back. Final score: 6-4, 6-3. Alex Eala was the champion of Rome. She collapsed onto the clay once again, sobbing into her hands as her team rushed onto the court. Philippine flags waved everywhere. The chants echoed into the Roman night. "Laban Alex! Laban Alex!" And high above the court sat Aryna Sabalenka. She had stayed in Rome after losing. Not because she had to, because she wanted to witness history. When Eala lifted the trophy, she looked toward the stands and raised it slightly in Sabalenka's direction. One champion saluting another. The image spread around the world almost instantly. And suddenly, women's tennis felt different. Less cold, less hostile, more human. Years from now, people may forget the exact statistics from that semifinal. They may forget how many aces Sabalenka hit or how many winners Eala produced. But they will remember this. A 20-year-old underdog defeated the world #1 on one of tennis's grandest stages. And instead of celebrating only herself, she chose gratitude. That was the moment the tennis world truly fell in love with Alex Eala.